What is self-discipline? It is not the loud voice. It is the quiet decision, the choice to act when it's easier to delay, the strength to stay the course when comfort calls, the power to do what is right even when no one is watching. No man modeled this better than Marcus Aurelius. Stoic philosopher, Roman emperor, student of suffering, master of the self. He faced chaos, war, betrayal, loss, and sickness. Yet he remained composed, focused, grounded, not because it was easy, but because he trained his mind. He mastered his actions. He ruled himself. This is not motivation. This is transformation. This is how to build self-discipline, not in bursts, but in layers, not in hype, but in habit, through timeless Stoic wisdom. Let us begin. Chapter 1. You are not your thoughts. Before you control your life, you must control your mind. And before you control your mind, you must understand it. You are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You are the observer of both. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Every undisciplined act begins with a thought left unchallenged, a craving entertained, a fear obeyed, a feeling mistaken for truth. Discipline starts with awareness. See your thoughts. Question them. Don't react blindly. Separate your higher self from your urges. Your thoughts are not reality. They are suggestions. You decide which ones take root. You decide which ones you will follow and which you will let go. Train your mind to pause, to observe, to evaluate. Let reason, not emotion, lead the way. Chapter 2. The Discipline of Purpose. Why do you want discipline? To look strong, to impress, to succeed? None of that will last. Discipline is not punishment. It is direction. It is the alignment between your actions and your highest values. Marcus Aurelius lived not for comfort, but for character. He wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Clarity of purpose creates strength. Without purpose, discipline becomes suffering. With purpose, it becomes freedom. You must know your why. Without it, every hardship feels pointless. With it, every sacrifice feels necessary. When your actions serve a higher goal, discipline becomes easier to sustain. Purpose transforms pain into progress, and progress aligned with purpose becomes unstoppable momentum. Chapter 3. Train in discomfort. Discomfort is not the enemy, it is the forge. Comfort feels safe, but it softens you. Discomfort feels threatening, but it strengthens you. Marcus Aurelius said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Every time you choose what is hard, you grow. Every time you reject ease, you sharpen your edge. Wake early, train your body, delay gratification, practice silence, say no when you want to say yes. The more you lean into discomfort, the more control you gain. You start to realize pain is temporary, but the reward of discipline is lasting. Hard choices build mental muscle. Easy choices make you weak. By seeking what challenges you, you rise above the part of you that wants to stay small. You don't just survive discomfort, you use it as a tool to grow. Chapter 4. The Morning Ritual. Your day is won or lost in the first hour. Marcus began each morning reminding himself of duty. At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, "I have to go to work," as a human being. Begin each day with intention. Before the world grabs you, claim your mind, journal, reflect, set your focus. Don't let the day happen to you. Decide what it will be. Your first thoughts shape your character. Begin with clarity. Begin with discipline. Start your day on your terms, not your phone's. Own the morning, and you'll own the momentum. A calm mind in the morning leads to right action throughout the day. Morning is not about speed, it's about clarity. If you can win your first hour, the rest becomes easier. Chapter 5. The enemy is ease. Luxury is a silent poison. Marcus Aurelius ruled the most powerful empire on earth, yet he chose simplicity. Basic clothes, simple meals, few comforts. Why? Because discipline requires hunger. Comfort breeds softness. Excess dulls the will. He wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." Starve the craving for excess. Feed the flame of focus. Ease is a trap disguised as freedom. Every indulgence steals a little of your edge. Every shortcut robs you of strength. The disciplined don't seek the easy path. They create the right path. Comfort is a thief of greatness. Protect yourself from it. Chapter 6. Control your cravings. Discipline is not just about doing, it's about restraining. The urge to scroll, to snack, to delay. They seem small, but they rule you if you let them. Marcus trained his desires. If it is endurable, then endure it. Stop complaining. You don't need what you crave. You don't need the extra bite, the cheap praise, the mindless escape. You need strength. You need control. You need discipline. Every time you delay gratification, your will becomes stronger. Learn to say no to your urges and yes to your future. When you win in the small moments, you build the strength for bigger ones. You cannot serve your higher self while obeying every impulse. Cravings are momentary. Character is forever. Chapter 7. Don't chase motivation. Motivation fades. One bad night, one cold morning, and it's gone. But discipline stays. Why? Because it doesn't care how you feel. Marcus didn't wait to feel like leading Rome. He acted because it was right, necessary, noble. Build systems, build structure. Let discipline carry you when motivation disappears. That is what endures. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the firewood. Systems are what save you when your willpower fails. Discipline means showing up when no one claps for you. You don't rise to the occasion. You fall to your preparation. Train your habits so deeply that action becomes your nature. Chapter 8. Direct your mind. You cannot have a disciplined life with an undisciplined mind. What you feed your mind becomes who you are. What you allow in shapes what comes out. Garbage in, garbage out. Read deeply. Reflect honestly. Protect your attention. Be ruthless with distraction. Choose quality over comfort. Your mind is a temple. Treat it that way. Clean up your inner environment. Limit gossip, noise, and endless consumption. Practice deep focus. One task, one thought, one moment. You don't need more information, you need more clarity. Guard your mind like a warrior. Feed it like a philosopher. Chapter 9. Reflect every night. Self-discipline is a cycle. It sharpens through reflection. Each night Marcus examined himself. Where did I act without thought? Where did I hold to my principles? You cannot grow without review. Don't just live. Learn. Each day is a mirror. Study it. Adjust. Improve. That is how self-discipline evolves. Ask yourself, what did I do well today? Where did I slip? Write it down. Own your actions. The undisciplined avoid self-examination. The disciplined seek it. Night is your feedback loop. Without it, your growth is guesswork. Small daily corrections create massive long-term change. Chapter 10. Delay pleasure. The disciplined person does not fear pleasure, but they do not obey it either. They wait. They pause. They choose long-term meaning over short-term reward. Can you say no to what feels good when something greater is at stake? That's discipline. It's not about denial. It's about dominion. Pleasure should serve you, not rule you. Every no to temptation is a yes to your future. Ask, will this serve me tomorrow, or only satisfy me now? When pleasure is earned, it becomes deeper and more meaningful. When it is expected or chased, it controls you. Discipline reclaims your sovereignty over your desires. Chapter 11. Be ruthlessly honest. Self-discipline requires truth, not comfort, not excuses, brutal honesty. Where are you weak? Where are you lying to yourself? Marcus didn't hide from his flaws. He exposed them, studied them, corrected them. Be tolerant with others, he wrote, but strict with yourself. No more stories, no more blame. See yourself clearly, then fix it. You can't fix what you won't face. Excuses are comfortable lies. Honesty is a painful cure. Speak truth to yourself, even when it hurts. The disciplined confront reality and adjust. The undisciplined protect their ego. Choose growth over comfort. Chapter 12. Let adversity train you. Every setback is a test. Every struggle is your gym. The obstacle becomes the way. Not just a quote, a mindset. When things go wrong, what will you do? Break or build? The disciplined person uses adversity as firewood. It doesn't destroy them. It fuels them. Hardship is not a detour, it's the path. The more pressure you face, the more power you can create. Use adversity as feedback. Let it expose your weaknesses so you can strengthen them. Ask not why me, but what can I learn from this? The Stoic turns trials into transformation. Chapter 13. Make virtue the goal. Fame fades, fortune shifts, even health changes. But virtue, discipline, courage, wisdom, justice, these are eternal. Live for that. Marcus Aurelius said, "Just that you do the right thing, the rest doesn't matter." Don't chase applause. Chase virtue. Let that be your reward. Build your life around things no one can take from you. External success means little without inner strength. Virtue is its own reward. It doesn't need a witness. Let your life be measured by integrity, not impressions. True success is who you become, not what you gain. Chapter 14. Remember death. Memento mori, you could leave life right now. So what are you waiting for? Death is not to be feared, it is to be honored. It reminds us to act, to live, to rise. Discipline is remembering what truly matters. Each day is a gift. Do not waste it. You are not promised another sunrise. Stop delaying your purpose. Use death as a compass, pointing you toward urgency, not fear. Those who fear death waste life. Those who accept it live deeply. Let this be your reminder. The time is now. Chapter 15. Serve something greater. The highest discipline is not selfish. It is sacred. Marcus ruled not for himself, but for Rome. His discipline served millions. So must yours, your family, your community, the world. Use your discipline to serve. That is where it becomes invincible. When you live for more than yourself, your strength multiplies. Service gives suffering meaning. It turns sacrifice into love. It makes discipline not a burden, but a gift. Live so that your self-mastery lifts others. Final reflection: the Stoic path. This is the Stoic path. Not a life of coldness, but of clarity. Not of denial, but of depth. Not of perfection, but of progress. Self-discipline is not about punishing yourself. It's about preparing yourself. It's the quiet strength behind every deliberate choice you make. It's waking up with purpose even when you feel like staying down. It's holding the line when the world pushes against you. It's doing what's right even when no one's watching. It's replacing excuses with effort and distraction with direction. It's seeing obstacles not as threats, but as teachers. It's understanding that mastery is not a destination, but a daily decision. It's realizing that the mind, once trained, becomes your greatest ally. And it's knowing that the real victory is not over others, but over yourself. You will not always win. You will slip. You will stumble. But you will rise because you are training your mind, mastering your actions, ruling yourself. This is the path. This is the practice. This is how to build self-discipline.